Good morning, LAP. Hope everyone's having a good October 3rd today and their last week and enjoying some of this cool weather today. Order bank for the Escape 2020 is 23,303. The Corsair 2020 model is 877 for a total of 2020 models, 24,180. As I hear the rumors, order bank's going down, order bank's going down. Well, we have to stop taking orders for the 2020 model in order to fill the system and get ready for the 2021 models. I've had a few questions about that. So, we can't keep taking orders for 2020 that we're not going to build when we're going to start the 2021 model in January. Now, some of the FF, PHEV, their model launches are going to be sporadic and scattered out. So we'll be building some 2020 models on those, some 2021 models for the Escape and Corsair, the gas. So we'll have several different model launches, and like we talked about, rebalance is going to go on to probably April with the 4-month allocation and the different model launches we got till then. One of them's a 2020 and a half model, which is always a pain in the butt because it's most likely it's just a couple wire harness changes, a couple heat pad changes, and we got a new half model. The first responder program, I want to thank Julie Parker for doing a good job and getting things together so far. We've made great progress in identifying exactly who our first responders are, who our ERTs are, getting correct numbers, names, emails. If they're still interested, have they been in the program, not in the program, do they still want to be in the program? We've had some areas that we know we need to re-solicit for some possible first responders that may be interested in doing so. I'll show you one of the maps, how we're coordinating exactly our first responders, our ERTs, and our potential candidates from everyone that turned in their application in labor relations to medical. So this is the map of the plant. You see the different colored squares, yellow, green, and red. Those are our potential. This is just day shift. So as you see the little squares and stuff, we got the first responders, the ERT, and our potential candidates found out their job location, marked their job locations on a full plant map, so we can see the areas if something were to happen, our response time and getting help to the membership, hourly or salary, getting the help we need to them. So some of the areas we're going to identify, get with management, make sure we're okay. We'll solicit those areas to see if there's anybody that's interested and wants to be a first responder. So I appreciate that, and thanks, Julie. 3% raise. The traditional base currently you should be at 30.86 cents. Add your classification rate to the 38.86 should match what's on your paycheck stub. So all the raises are based off base rate of an operator. Then you take 3% of that, add your classification, change that to get to the rate that should be on your paycheck stub. New traditional, you were at 1841, you should be at 1896, and do the same thing. Whatever classification you're in, add that classification to it. I want to congrats the 4 people that are the TFTs for the 10-2-17 class. Congratulations, making full-time status and hanging in there with us. We only had 4 out of your class, so you're the 4 strongest, and we're glad to have you and hang in there with us. Paid time off for the TFTs is kind of come to a little bit of a change, not less hours, but how it's going to be given out, how it's going to be coded. And we got a whole page here. I know it's going to be hard to see on my video, but we're going to get some of those printed out and set throughout the plant for the TFTs, and make sure if you need any, please get with your committee rep and ask if you can have a copy of the new day off, excused time and unpaid time, and how it's calculated and what dates you get them. They sent something out just yesterday to get that. Send it out to the committee so they can read over and understand it. We'll get you out something and set them around the plant so everybody has one. Positive note, the 2020 Adopt a Child program is going to happen. Unfortunately, everybody that comes over at the hall has a good meal. We have the clown show, we have Santa Claus and taking pictures with everybody. Unfortunately, with COVID and everything, we can't do that this year, but we have been able to secure I think 4 schools so far, working on a 5th, what we're planning on doing is there's going to be a flyer going out for the 2020 Adopt a Child program. You know, we're going to celebrate the Christmas magic. We're still going to do schools. Here are your 2 contacts. So we're going to start collecting money and everything beginning next week. The final collection is November 13th. November 20th, the shopping begins, and we need as many shoppers as we can get. If you're interested, please get a hold of Chrissy Lyons, the plant manager secretary, or Margie Rios, that's in the store. 11:30 to 12:03, you're going to be able to drop your gifts off down at the Union Hall. If you're unable to get down to the Union Hall, you got it in your car here and you'd like us to come get it, just get a hold of somebody or get a hold of me. We'll make sure somebody gets down there, meet you at break, lunch, or after work, gets the bag of presents for the kids, and we'll take it down to the hall ourselves. No big deal, it's for the kids. 12:04, we're going to deliver gifts to 2 schools. What our plan is, we're getting with the lady that's handling those 2 schools. We plan on loading them all up on trucks and trailers, taking them to the school. There's going to be an entrance and an exit. We're going to plan on one school is going to be from 9 to 12. So they'll have a 3-hour window. The parents are going to be called. Here's your times. Give them all different time slots. And as you know, they'll show up early. But as they line up, all the bags will be numbered. Their sheets for the gifts will be numbered. They'll come up, say, hey, I'm number 15. We'll look for bag 15, put it inside their car, and they will leave. We're putting, you know, the letter in there from all the, we're going to put a letter in there from all the members, the team leaders, everybody that donates and tells them thank you, happy Merry Christmas and everything, and a letter. So they will know it's from us. It's going to know that, you know, the UAW Ford has decided to make sure their Christmas is a good one. That's a Friday, 12/4. On 12/7, we're going to go do the other 2 schools that Monday the same way, 9 to 12, and then go back 1 to 4 at the other school, dropping off the presents to those kids. So we, you know, like every year, we ask that everybody donate $20, or if you want to write a check or give a larger donation, make it out to the LAP Community Service. Money doesn't go to the UAW, it doesn't go to Ford, it goes into the bank account just for our different nonprofit organizations, March of Dimes, JDRF, and Adopt a Child programs part of that. So you'll see those coming out when you come back to work. So please help and get involved and get your money turned in. Hopefully most of the quality leaders have always been our leaders of the plant. They're able to collect that, take care of that money, and get it to Margie or Chrissy and during the week. Nickel Fund uniforms. We've actually had a reply back on our uniform email. Looks like Dearborn's looking to move. We're trying to get them to get the supplier that we sent up for us, and I think KTP is going to use the same supplier. Get that done. If everything goes good, keep your fingers crossed, then we'll get all the details. We'll get the money worked out in October and plan on doing a November, December ordering period. So if everything goes good, that is the plan right now, to get everything, like I said, everything's set up on the website. We'll do a few trial and errors, make sure the shipping, whatever the shipping is going to take place is agreed to, the logos are agreed to. Just get everything that finalized at the very detailed end, but the ordering process hopefully is going to be November, December. Other things in the nickel that we're still waiting on, they've told us they're not going to approve it, so I've sent some up to International. Our Veterans Recognition Awards, what we're doing this year for the veterans, pocket calendars that we pass out every year, the wall counters that you hang on, take home, ERT first responder bags we got to have because we're adding, you know, more first responders for the people. The memorial board names that's in the main hallway up there hasn't been updated since 2018, so we got all the name plates made already. We're going to hopefully in the next few days, next week, you'll see a carpenter up there installing all the names to get us caught up to this year. A lot of our local contract expense items that we negotiated for facility items like widening Gray Lane, widening one spot out here in the west parking lot and the foreign parking lot, bathrooms, ERT, unisex bathroom back in the Powerhouse. There's several things that we have on a list that we're going through now, trying to prioritize them, get Ford Motor Company moving on them. The push they're not pushing anybody's local contract facility items this year just because of the 2 months we took off and the loss that they're taking right now. So they're trying to push all that as much as they can off the 2021 so it shows up in a different year. And hopefully 2021, these are gone and we don't have this to worry about. And we just come in, build trucks, build good quality trucks and go home. So we got the facility items. We're trying to work out the ones that we can. And we will continue to push on that. And at least if we can chop away 1 or 2 at a time, at least it's progress. Day shift, as you know, the BC has been coming around walking, and we've getting great comments, and we appreciate everyone. Everybody's had something good to say about their committeemen, about what's going on, and that was a big relief. I was expecting a lot more. I don't see them. This ain't getting done. That ain't getting done. Yeah, we did take some lists. We got several lists, just one list there that we've walked areas, but most of the time, they hadn't said nothing to the committeemen or they don't understand something. So we've been able to clear up a whole lot of misconception. We've been able to help the committeemen in the areas get some things fixed that they've been waiting on. And it's good to be out there seeing the people and getting the response that we did. On day shift, we still have the shop, pre-delivery, and paint to do. And then we'll transition over to night shift and start doing our walks again on night shift. So we appreciate everyone. You have anything, please stop us when we come around. Don't hesitate. We're here for you. Some of the rumors. October 26th is physically on the calendar schedule. As long as we don't have any significant loss or breakdowns, it should most likely take place. 80-85% is going to happen unless something happens between now and then. Currently, there's nothing on the schedule for the next year. Up until next year, there's nothing tentatively marked down for November, tentatively marked down for December. As you're aware, we got a lot of holidays in there. We got a national election. We don't know what's going to happen with COVID. There's a lot of ifs, and nobody has the crystal ball to say exactly what's going to happen. But most of we control our own future with our quality, with our job JPH coming off the end of the line, and absenteeism. For whatever reason, the last 2 weeks in absenteeism, we've almost hit 30%. In a department like paint or pre-delivery or stock, they're getting, stock gets 10 to 11 people off on the counter because they got 120 something people on rows. Well, when you got your calendar's full on a Friday and you have 10 AWOLs, it's kind of hard to run the business. So, I can't say anymore. We got to come to work. Everybody sees all these numbers. Everybody is hooked up in the computer system. Everybody knows when people are not here and they are here and what that plant's reporting, what they're doing. So we need everybody to build quality, JPH, and come to work. We're not the worst plant, by no means. We're about in the middle of the road right now. But when they come to looking, we want to be on that top side. We want to be one of the best top 5 plants, not 12, 13 in the middle. We want to be in the top. That's the only way LAP and all of us can secure our future. And I want to get a new product. I want 3 crews here. Ford don't like running plants on 2 shifts. We're hearing all this about these new products coming out in North America. I'm glad we got Mr. Farley at the helm. I think he's going to be good for the UAW and keeping things in North America. So I plan on, whenever we get back to having our councils and our meetings, I plan on setting up several meetings with him and just to sit down and talk to him with my bargaining committee and kind of fill him out and tell him where we're at and what we expect and what we can do to help Ford Motor Company. So on behalf of Herb Hibbs, LAP, wish you a good weekend. Stay warm. God bless.